All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. There's Blaine from Flat Broke Outdoors. And I've got my van set up over there with a slumberjack awning I got from him. He's got his camping out trailer over there. And we are once again.
I'm just photo bombing.
There you go, Flat Broke.
Good morning.
He got out here last night, and I couldn't get out here till this morning. But we are on the banks of the Wapsipinicon River one more time. And I tell you what, this place is lovely. And if you're just in for some dark entertainment, you can see a big girl slide down that hill about any day you're out here. But I think alcohol was involved. She looked like she'd been drinking. All right, guys. I'm going to get you shut off. I'm only halfway set up. But we'll get something going on here. And we'll get back with you. All right, folks, I do have a pole set up over there. And when I cast out the first time, me and Blaine were sitting over there watching some YouTube. And next thing you know, I was getting a bite. Dashed over here and went to set the hook and snatched it out of his mouth or just missed it. Just didn't set the hook. So, rebaited, cast it out again, got hung up, broke that hook off, so I went and got another rod. Cast it out, got hung up again, but I got it loose. Now we're still fishing. But you're not missing much around here yet, except we have got the living room set up over here. We got the big screen up. Been watching some YouTube and whatever else. Got the awning and everything set up. And then we done had a light snack, some what was that, jalapeno cheese summer sausage?
Jalapeno cheese. From Edgewood Locker.
Edgewood Locker. Best in central Iowa anyway. East central Iowa. But anyway, we're just sitting around here having a good time, not doing nothing. We'll get back with you when we do something else. I don't know what we're going to do, but you'll be the first to know.
All right, y'all. What we're about to witness here is Butch is getting ready to prepare some dandelions he just picked,
Hello, guys.
Cut not long ago. He's going to prepare them and clean them, get ready to fry them. So y'all just kick back and watch.
What I got here is some dandelions, fresh picked. And I don't know if you've ever eaten dandelions, but the key to it is pick the ones on this side of your camper, not the ones on the back side where you pee. But on these dandelions, if you pick the little green leaves off the bottom, they're not as bitter. Well, they're not bitter at all. But if you don't pick these little leaves off, they will have a slight bitter taste, which some people like that, I guess. I shot a video doing this one time before and I lost all the footage. And I'll give you another helpful hint also. Don't pick all the dandelions because that's what the bees, it's one of the earliest sources of food that comes up for bees are the dandelions. So just don't get more than you want to eat. And I probably didn't get enough. But as you'll see, it doesn't look like many in there. But once you batter them and fry them, it's a pretty tasty bite. And there's more to it than what you would think. Which granted, you are getting more batter than anything. But they're tasty. And you can't really describe what they taste like. They don't. A lot of it, they taste like whatever you batter them in. And this time we're using flour. And I thought I'd throw a little bit of baking powder in there. Don't know that it's necessary because I am going to make a beer batter. And the beer acts as a leveling agent and the flour anyway. But I figured it wouldn't hurt. And I was in there scrapping for seasoning. And Blaine over there had some garlic sriracha. So I think we're going to season our breading with this. We'll get us a little bit of oil going in here. Get it up about 350 or so. It doesn't take but a second to cook them, and basically all you're looking for is to get the breading brown on the outside or, done. So we'll get back with you when I get through with the hard part. we'll show you what they look like when they're cooking. All right, guys, welcome back. We are getting our oil hot here. And I did something different this time. This time I went ahead and just put them all in there. My plan is to scoop them out one at a time and throw them in. But the thing is, they're not still floured out like they were. But it just turns into a crunchy little bite anyway. So you're going to get the same flavor. You're going to get everything. I believe the last time I did them, I just dipped them down in there and threw them straight in the grease. But we're going to see how these turn out. Ooh, I'd say our grease is ready.
Go ahead and support your mission here with a
Put a paper towel on there.
Down.
Probably going to end up with 3 or 4 of them stuck together or something.
There you go.
Oh, that might not be a bad deal. That looks like a big bite there. I think I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. Finish that batch, which isn't going to take but a second. But I do want to roll them over. Kind of like cooking hush puppies. About the time they get brown on one side, try to roll them over a little bit. And don't try to hold everything in your hand while you're trying to do one thing.
I feel like your paper towel is trying to break camp on you.
It was running away from home. Seems like we've had a problem with that today on different pieces of equipment around here.
The wind has been a factor.
But we will overcome. Oh, and I will tell you this. Myself and Flat Broke Outdoors both turned down an offer today you would not believe. They were going to put us in a brand new fire pit, and we turned it down because we didn't want to do the review. We know you guys don't like watching reviews. No, the Parks Department came out here with a brand new fire pit and was going to install it, and it's a handicap fire pit, which I'm not sure what the difference is, but I'm quite sure if you were handicapped, you'd know. But since we had a fire going in this one, they didn't replace it. But they will be back. Well, they asked when we were going to be done camping, and they were going to come back and do it. And I thought that was pretty cool because even the state park I camped in last, the fire pits were just all to pieces. So it's good to see them actually trying to upgrade stuff. And I kind of hate that we were here or had a fire going so they couldn't do it. What do you think, Blaine?
Let me take a peek, see it.
Should I call it?
Oh, they look done to me.
Because, we ain't really cooking nothing but some petals.
Yeah, it can't take long to fry them bad boys.
And I'm thinking that seasoning is going to be the thing.
I'm hoping.
Garlic sriracha. Garlic sriracha. Garlic sriracha. Got to look at all 3 cameras we got going.
They tell us that's key in proper YouTube video making is you need to have many different camera angles of the same thing, which could be very taxing if you have one camera. But when you have 4 or 5 cameras, you can pretty much get a lot of angles.
Yeah,
if you want to.
You can do it. And I had a guy tell me, and I know him, he was looking out for my best interest. And he mentioned some other YouTubers. He said, if you change your camera angle about every 15 seconds, for some reason it'll help your retention. Well, he just don't know. The only retention I have problems with is my memory. No, I'm just kidding. And everybody knows my editing is bad.
Well, I think it takes quite a long time to become comfortable with and to learn. I mean, most editing software, I mean, although it on the surface is pretty easy, but there's a lot of cool things buried within that
That you can
software.
do.
But it just takes time to learn all that stuff.
Well, and my problem, and I got to admit, I'm kind of gun shy because I don't know how many times I've lost footage or lost, you know, an entire video.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, just as sure as I try to mess with this track, I'm going to lose it. Well, you watched me do that. You just using what was Windows Editor or something. I was just editing one little track, and I cut it down and saved the piece I was going to throw away, and threw away the good part. But I did find it on my computer when I got back. Apparently, I didn't copy the file. I copied the file instead of replacing it or something. I got lucky is what I did.
I've watched some people on YouTube that have been on YouTube for 10 years or more and still don't have as many editing skills as I have.
Right.
So I don't know if
you're
it's,
right.
I don't know if it's a make it or break it kind of deal, but obviously you're just going to get better at what you do the longer you do it.
Well, I will tell you this. There's some people I watch, and it's just because the way they edit their videos and the way, you know.
Yep. There's a knack to it. But there's also some people I watch whose video editing skills suck tremendously, but they have such a great attitude and personality.
Oh, yeah.
I'll watch them all day long.
That's me. Great attitude and personality.
Yeah, all personality.
All right, Blaine, you want to try one of these so you choke out on camera first? Or
Well, I would if I didn't have a mouthful of Copenhagen.
Zinger approved.
Be well, my friends.
They are good. Holy catfish. Man, these are good. They, you do get the garlic sriracha flavor from the breading. And I can't, maybe it is just a light floral taste from the dandelion.
You're getting in touch with your feminine side now. You start tasting light floral.
Man. Next thing you know, I'll be picking out a pattern for the curtains.
Well, you think there wasn't a toenail in that drink, you'd be wrong.
There's what you end up with. And I'll tell you, the seasoning made the breading turn a little darker than normal, but it's not burnt by any means. It's just the color of the batter.
Yeah, that sriracha turned everything kind of orange.
Man. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this off. We're going to eat these for a midday snack, and we'll get back with you. All right, guys, just in case you thought we were out here just drinking beer and eating, I want you to know we are serious about our fishing. Take this bell off so it doesn't annoy you. If you were just a carp eating individual, that would be a prime carp right there. If anybody wants it, give me a call in the next 30 seconds.
Put it down in the comments if you want to.
Actually, we're having a giveaway. We're going to do a random drawing during my live.
We just did a review on this carp and it's all good.
I tell you what, though, I bet he is tasty. All right, guys, he's going back to get bigger. And look, the worm's still there, part of it. If I can thread that back down on the hook.
Well, the way that whole thing went down. Hold it halfway down the tank. The whole thing's sticking up that I can grab it. Hold. never know.
Yeah, could be any minute now. If somebody could just bring their scuba equipment over and get my damn hooks off of it, we'd be ahead by $30. All right, guys, stay with us. We got a few more days of this, and I know that carp's got you on edge. Just stand by and see how many more we catch.
All right, y'all. We have decided on doing breakfast for supper tonight.
Supper for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
Breakfast for supper. Depends on how late we stay up.
Works both ways. I've got some butter going on in the skillet over here. I'm going to do some hash browns and some sausage in this little fella. And Butch is making
Pancakes. And we're going to have sausage.
We're going to have sausage from the local grocery store.
Roy's Hometown Grocery. Got to give a shout out to Roy.
Yeah, old Roy from the Hometown Grocery.
They make it homemade right there in the store.
Shellsburg, Iowa.
Stuff it right up the old sausage casing.
It's just the way they do it.
And I'll tell you what, it is good. I do know what their recipe is because I bought some of their seasoning from them.
Oh, did you really?
I did. But mine still didn't taste like that.
What I've got going on over here is some Hungry Jack dehydrated hash browns that I have rehydrated. And that's that. So I got them over here doing what they do best. And in this little small skillet over here, I'm going to fire up that sausage in just a little while. It's a little bit early for that sausage to go on right now.
Yeah,
but
we're we got to do the hash browns, and then everything else kind of
everything else
rotate around that
pretty quick. But hash browns take a minute.
And I'm working with a handicap stove. I should have brought my good one over here. But I've still got to add water to the pancake mix.
I don't know what Butch will think about this, but these hash browns are going to get some garlic sriracha seasoning.
I think that'd be lovely.
He did that on those dandelions he cooked earlier, and man, was that good. Yeah, I think I'm a fan of them fried dandelions. Pretty good stuff. We'll get a little black pepper in here. Maybe. There we go. Now it's working our way. The black pepper.
I'm trying to shoot a video. Blaine's over there talking. I don't stand a chance.
Can't get a word in edgewise.
See this whisk in the stainless bowl? That's how you know you're camping with Butch. I got nothing but the best stuff.
The finest.
You might ask yourself why I added what
in the world? That ain't pancake batter, brother.
Man,
you might do something different. What happened over there?
I think my USB pump overdid itself.
I think you've been overserved, as they say.
Man, I tell you what, I am going to have to add a little pancake mix to that. And I'm going to have to turn the stove down because I can smell that butter burn.
Y'all see what I'm working with here? But my doggone registered chef over here over liquidating the pancakes and his butter's catching on fire nearly. So,
boy, it is too. When it turns brown, it's done, right?
That's what they say. Brown butter's good for you.
I'm going to shut that off because we got a little bit on the hash browns, right?
Oh, yeah, we got a ways to go on these hash browns.
Well, it's going to take me a minute to stir some more pancake mix in there.
We're going to get back with y'all in just a minute.
All right, y'all stay tuned because this is going to be just like Mom used to throw away.
It's going.
No, I just got the battery. Here's what we're looking at, people. We have decided to have supper for breakfast, or breakfast for supper. You know what I mean. When it turns black, it's done. We got pancakes. What have we got over there, Blaine?
We got some link sausage and some hash browns.
And if I go inside and get the syrup, we should be good to go. And I'm not going to lie to you. Once we get this done and we eat, We're probably going to go over there and sit down in front of that big screen and call it a night.
Probably will.
Unless we get invaded by raccoons or catch a bigger carp than we caught earlier, we will most likely see you, somewhere around breakfast time or coffee time. We got the 55-inch set up over there. And we'll probably build up a little fire. We let our fire go out earlier, but we'll get it going. Other than that, we'll see you in a little bit. Oh. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. We woke up to a crisp 45 degrees this morning. Got me a pot of coffee dripping here, and oh shit, Blank, grab my camera. It about went in. Damn! Did you see that? He got off right there at the bank.
What was it?
I couldn't tell. It wasn't fighting like a carp. I believe it was a catfish, but well, no. He just cleaned it out and left. Well, I'm awake now, folks.
Like the way it looks,
Yep. One thing about it, I don't have to check that other pole. Isn't that the one I broke last night? Broke the line off of. Man, good morning, folks. I'm awake now. I wish we'd have got him in, but we can try again in a little bit. Not a bad morning, though. Sunrise over the river. All right, guys, we'll get back with you in a minute. All right, guys, I don't know what we got going on here. I just caught a carp. Blaine's got video of it. Might have to tune over to Flatbroke Outdoors if you want to see it. But something has been hitting it again, and I don't know if it's on there. I don't know if it's messing with it or what. But if it's a little bitty catfish just messing with it, I don't want him getting that worm. But if it's another carp, he's done hit it 2 or 3 times. No. I bet he did. I bet he got me. No, I got a little worm left. Yeah. Word on the street is. Now, I wonder if I can get it back out there without getting in that tree. I'm going to go from over here. Could be my personal best cast. All right, guys. We're not going to go through that again. I'm not bringing you back till I got a fish up here on the bank. Yeah.
All right, we'll get back with you.
They are active this morning, though, even if it is just a carp. All right, guys, I have got some biscuits over there in the Coleman oven. I'm going to stir up some gravy in that little pot there, which I am going to use some Hy-Vee instant gravy. Blaine is over there, and he is on the, he's already made bacon. He's got fried potatoes working, and I guess he's going to do some eggs. Anyway, I'll get you guys a picture of it when we're done here, and then we'll get this day started after a healthy breakfast. All right, welcome back to the show, folks. What we're going to do tonight is these pork steaks, and we're using some of this sweet and smoky rub on it. Sweet and smoky, that's Grill Mates. Then we're using some of this Weber garlic sriracha. Got our pork steaks thinking about it. Got them seasoned on both sides. Gonna cover them up so we don't eat flies and pork steaks. And Blaine went over here and started the little barbecue crock grill over there. And we are going to cook them over that mesquite wood he brought. Well, I can't say you brought it back from Texas because I don't think you're even supposed to bring it across the county line, are you?
I don't know nothing.
I don't know where it came from, but we're cooking them over mesquite. All right, guys, we'll be back with you in a little bit when we figure out what's really going on. And here we are with Flat Broke Outdoors practicing his bushcraft skills. We have camp set up for the evening. We got 2 poles out. Well, I do because he don't have a fishing license. But got 2 poles out. We're about to settle in here. Supper was great. I thought I had pictures and video, but really I didn't have nothing. Once again, I messed up the footage. But you can see the river through the glow of the lantern over there. No, really, it's going to be a beautiful night. It's not cold. I'm not even sure what it is, but we're trying to get a fire going. And we're going to clean up a little bit of this mess, and then I don't know what we'll do next. But I'll tell you what, if you get a chance, hit like and subscribe. And if you like and subscribe this channel, go over to Flat Broke Outdoors and take a look at his, and you'll see what I left out of my video. And I'm going to get my air pack. All right, guys, see you later. Morning, guys. It is another beautiful day out here. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's nice. It's about time. And haven't done anything. I think this is our 3rd day here. My 3rd day anyway. And we're just making coffee every way imaginable this morning. And gonna see what the day brings. Didn't catch any fish overnight. Matter of fact, when I got up, both my poles were hung up down there on a tree. There's a treetop right down in there, and for some reason, when you cast in that little eddy, it just washes it right towards that treetop. So you get hung up about every 2nd or 3rd time. But we're going to do a little more fishing, a little bit of eating. Who knows what we'll do after that. Might take a stroll around the campground today. But whatever we do, you'll see it, or you'll hear about it. If you don't, call my family. Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are finally getting some breakfast cooked. We had a little malfunction this morning. We had to change a tire on the pickup over there. I mean, didn't even go nowhere. It just went flat in the middle of the night, like it didn't like us or something. But Blaine's over there cooking up some hash browns, jalapeno and cheddar smoked sausages, and onions. And I'm over here heating tortillas up. We're gonna make us some little breakfast burritos. We don't have an official burrito folder, but we're gonna make do. Get this done and eat breakfast. Hell, it's already about 10 minutes till 10, so
Brunch.
yeah, we got a little late start, but we're gonna make it happen anyway, somehow. All right, I'm gonna get you shut off before I burn up all my tortillas. All right, guys, here we are. Got our tortillas heated up over here. Blaine got our ingredients for the breakfast burritos: hash browns, jalapeno cheddar, smoked sausages, eggs, cheese, onions. We're going to load up these little bitty tortillas. And you got to excuse me, folks. We thought we were going to put some of this salsa on them. This is Pepper Joe's Ghost Pepper Salsa. We ain't putting it on breakfast. I wish I had his address. I'd send this stuff to Never Lost Outdoors. He likes hot stuff. But
y'all missed it. That was pretty funny when he got him just a dab of that stuff on the back end of a spoon.
Man,
He started popping and clicking. I thought I was going to have to call somebody.
all I did, got about that much off the back of this little spoon. And as soon as it hit my mouth, I knew I had made a mistake. But hopefully I can get the taste out of my mouth or the burning out of my everything when I eat one of them burritos, tacos, whatever. But we'll get back with you in a minute. All right, folks. Well, we got an alert. Actually, my wife texted me and asked me if it was raining here yet. And I said, no, it's not raining. Well, I think the storm is on the way, though. We looked at the interweb, and it said the thunderstorm would be over in 55 minutes. Well, it hadn't even gotten here yet. But from the... I can't believe I caught it on camera. But anyway, you see what we're up against? We had everything moved under here where it wouldn't get wet. Now we're going to redo all that. I'll get back with you after.
Right back to our last camp.
Yep. We'll be back when the disaster is over. Hey guys, I know y'all think we're not serious outdoorsmen. All we do is come out here and camp and drink and burn shit down and tear stuff up. But really, you saw the carp experience a couple of times. I did catch a nice walleye. And of course, I'm not going to keep him because I ain't going to lie to you. That's probably the best eating fish, but I'm not sure of the legal size limit. Can you see me now? Not sure of the legal size limit. And not only that, I'd probably joke on this bony sumbitch. But we're going to throw him back and try for a catfish.
What's the go button on?
Right here where that red dot is, over here by the camera thing.
Right here?
Yeah. Go ahead. This is going to be a fine breakfast. You know, we've been eating so healthy the whole time we've been out here, we thought we deserved a treat. You believe that, right?
I bet you can't make none of them believe that, what you just said.
No.
Especially not anybody that's ever camped with.
Yeah. Man, that is going to be fine eating. Sitting around a campfire, drinking cold coffee, eating warm cinnamon rolls. If Blaine ever hurries up, I'm fixing to eat one.
Hurrying up every chance.
Oh, that looks so tasty.
What I'm making here for Mother's Day, Butch.
Yeah. Oh, that is coming up too.
3 days from now, one of the weekends.
Yep.
I think today's Thursday. Or is it Friday?
Yeah, today's Thursday.
So I don't keep up with days.
You've been here since Sunday night, right?
Yep.
And I got here Monday morning. So we've been here a day or two. And gonna stay another day or two.
There we go.
Ta-da! All right, guys, welcome back. I have been fishing a little bit this morning. I mean, just for 20 minutes maybe. And I caught a walleye. So in this part of the river, they have to be 12 inches long. So we're going to give it a measure. And honestly, I shouldn't have even put it on the stringer while I went and hunted for my tape, because I'm fairly certain the game warden would not be my friend if he saw that. But it is in his bottom lip, so it's not going to be. And we are, without even squeezing his tail together, we're at 13 inches. So it is a legal walleye. But the problem with my fish, now I don't have a walleye or a stringer. Well, it just goes to show you don't turn to pay on a camera. I was down here fishing for 15 minutes. Then Blaine from Flatbroke Outdoors started videoing me. My lure I was using is hung in that tree right there. As soon as he turned the camera on, second cast, hung a tree limb. All right, guys, our luck's not changing, except we hadn't set anything on fire. We've had 2 flats, 1 busted lantern.
Busted door.
Oh, and a busted door on my van. But we've got everything fixed right now except for the lantern. And I need a stringer and a walleye. All right, guys, hang in here. This ought to be good. Guys, I know we haven't shot a lot of footage since we've been out here. And this is, I don't know, our 4th or 5th day out here. And, you know, every now and then you just got to slow down and realize what you're really doing out here. I mean, you're trying to make good content for YouTube, but you're also really out here to do what you enjoy. I mean, you can't let YouTube wrap up the whole thing. We could just struggle, fake stuff, do whatever, you know, make good content, or we can just hope you enjoy doing what we do, you know, with the videos or the footage we have. But I tell you what, we are having a ball, and I've fished a little bit. We've changed a couple of tires, you know, put up a few awnings here and there. It's actually, I believe a blooper reel would be better than the actual camping trip, and that we're not ruling that out. But we're going to wrap up. I believe this is my 4th day out here. Still got a couple more to go. I don't think we're going to leave till Saturday sometime, probably when they kick us out Saturday. So hang in there. We'll try to get you some better footage and hopefully do something a little more exciting. But we appreciate each and every one of you. If you get a chance, hit like and subscribe. Oh, we're going to get copyright struck. Hey guys, welcome back. It is the morning of, all I know is it's Friday morning. I got here Monday. Blaine got here Sunday. And this is probably the reason our next video is going to be like our version of my 600-pound life. All we've been doing is eating, cooking, whatever. But last night and night before, we never actually fixed supper. Never ate supper because our lunch was too grande. So this being our last day, we're going home in the morning, or we're going somewhere in the morning. We're just kind of tightening up the loose groceries and stuff like that. I've got some biscuits in here. Well, I'll be honest with you, I made my dough too thin, so it's going to be one big biscuit in a cast iron skillet. I'm frying up some tater tots we had in the refrigerator, and they're going to be like hash browns when I get done. Blaine is over there, done cooked off a pan of bacon. Now he's making sausage gravy, and I'm going to cook some eggs when I get these done. And that's not the way it's been. Everything else was probably a blooper. It's been quite the trip. We have had a ball. And well, it's not over. Like I say, we still got today to go and half a day tomorrow. So I don't know how it could get any better, but we're going to try to figure it out. All right, guys, we're going to get breakfast done, and we'll get back with you when something else happens. Something exciting, I hope. We got a file of that gravy over there.
Look at this. Can you see over the edge?
Man, watch what I do. I'm going to zoom, and I'm going to focus, and I'm doing all of it. You ever considered being a hand model?
Well, you know, I found a hand double when I was in Vegas.
All right, guys, we'll get back to you. Hey, welcome back, guys. We are having a banner day here. This is our last day. We're going to go home tomorrow. And I've been dragging all this stuff around to make this recipe, which we've ate about half the ingredients already, so it might be a little shy on a couple of things. What it is, we got a pound of lean ground beef here, and we thought we would use some venison, but Blaine had that ground beef that really needed to be eaten up. So we're going to use that. And basically what we're doing is making the manwich. Brown the ground beef, add the manwich, stir that up, and drain a can of pinto beans and dump those in there. Mix it all together. Then you top it with tater tots and cheese. Put your lid on it. You know, put your coals on top, and you let it cook for about 30 minutes. So, should be pretty good. I don't know how we can mess it up. Well, yeah, I do. We hadn't done anything right since we've been out here. No sense starting now. All right, you ready? All right, we're going to get it put together here, guys, and we'll give you a step by, well, not step by step, but we'll show you what we're doing anyway. Go. All right, guys, we have got our burger brown there. And according to the recipe on the Facebook, and you know they can't lie, you add 1 can of manwich. Well, the recipe called for homemade sloppy joes, but I don't have all the ingredients to make it homemade. What I do have is a can of manwich in there because I always have one. If you've watched much of the channel, you know I will eat a sloppy joe. Then it says 1 can of pinto beans drained. We did that. Then you got to stir it up. Well, you know, like you would manwiches, except for the beans. I think that's a filler if you got a house full of kids. No, I don't know. It's probably going to make it good, really. I think that's plenty stirred up. Smooth it out. I think. He didn't really say. But anyway, we're gonna. Then, this is where I might disagree with him, the guy that had the recipe. He said put your cheese down and then put your tater tots on top of it. What do you got any input, Blaine?
I would say the cheese should go on top.
Mold the cheese. I think you're right. And the good part is, even if we mess it up, you can't really tell watching YouTube what it tastes like. I mean, we wouldn't lie to you. All right, guys, another successful trip. I don't know, what did we do, a week, 5, 6 days, 5 days? You've been here 1 day longer than me, so.
7 days.
Yeah, so I've been here 6. You know, the past day or so, nothing's broke, tore up, blew up, or anything.
It's actually been pretty good. You know, it was, in the beginning, the river was falling, fish wasn't biting, so that was kind of a letdown.
Yeah.
You know, that gives you this little action in between, you know, cooking and doing other stuff. And, you know, we've been at this so long, it really doesn't take long to set up, especially when there's 2 people doing it.
Right.
You know, my setup goes up a lot faster when there's somebody helping me. So that made it nice. And then plus we only had to set up 1 awning this time.
Right, yeah, we didn't try setting up both of them. And the wind didn't blow anything down. Well, that one day, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, you'll see that.
Yeah, you've already seen that.
Yeah.
By the time you watch this, you'll have seen that and probably laugh till you
Stroke out.
Yeah. But, you know, we've been here, but we've been here long enough. It was a lot of fun. We cooked a lot of good stuff and some not so good stuff. I'm going to have to give the old...
What, manwich tater tot casserole?
Yeah, that wasn't my favorite.
Nope.
Probably, if ever done it again, we would probably season that the way we season everything else. And it would probably be a lot better.
It just didn't turn out like I thought.
It was just a little bland, I think.
I think if we'd used the jalapeno bacon beans in it, we would have been all right.
That would have been something pretty good. But anyway, it worked out. We didn't starve to death.
We ate it.
We did definitely eat it. That's what we had cooked.
Yeah.
Because our fish swam away with the stringer.
And yesterday afternoon, really, people started coming in. Today's Saturday, so yesterday afternoon late, people started coming in, and you could hear a little bit, but they weren't really unruly. There was one dog over there that wasn't happy about something, but other than that,
It didn't last that long though.
no.
On the way to hush him up. But it's been real nice. The weather, all but one day when the wind was blowing real bad, it's been good. We haven't gotten wet.
No,
We got
not
a
at
few
all.
sprinkles one time, and that was about it. So no complaints there. It's been a little bit cooler at night than we would really like it to be, but other than that, it wasn't cold. It's been cold all winter long. So, or he has, I haven't.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know when we're going to be able to get together and do this again, but I'm hoping the next time we'll be floating the river.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Camping on a sandbar, canoeing the river, kayaking. We'll get down it one way or the other.
I think that'll be a lot of fun. It's something I haven't done in a few years.
Yeah, a long time.
Spending time time camping on the river. So I think that'll be fun. But I got to get my booty to Wisconsin. He's got other stuff to do.
Yep. Apparently, if I'm gone a week, everything just falls apart at the house. The lawn guy didn't show up.
The Maytag man didn't show up.
The Maytag man's going to be the first issue, because I've got everything I own dirty and stuffed in a sack in there. So I don't think clothes is going to be the first thing I wash, though.
If y'all have watched up to this point, we sure appreciate it.
Yeah.
But,
hit the like and subscribe.
On both Flatbroke Outdoors.
And before it's too late, Outdoor Adventures.
Yep. Y'all go ahead and share it. Eventually, if you share it with enough people, you'll find somebody who wants to subscribe.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Then there's always that one guy that watches
and never subscribe.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm cutting it off right here. We're headed to the house.